You know what's funny? If you go back and watch the first half of 2025, each way the Broncos were running around in work boots. They were stumbling, fumbling, dropping their lunch every other set, and yet somehow you could see something building. It wasn't polished, but it was purposeful. It was a team being rebuilt while already rebuilt. And when it finally clicked, when the passes started to stick, when the legs went longer, and the belief went deeper, mate, it all came together in the most Brisbane of ways. A steam train through the finals, a trophy in the cabinet, and a city lit up again in maroon and gold.
Yeah! Old Skool Broncos! Yeah!
G'day legends, welcome back to the Old Skool Broncos Podcast. And today we're diving deep into what I reckon is the real beginning of the Maguire era, Season 2. Because 2025 might have been the fairy tale finish, but 26, that's the season where it truly becomes Madge's team. See, 2025 was unique. It was a blend. Kevvie's culture, Madge's polish. The bridge between two eras of the same spirit. But now, heading into year 2, Madge finally gets to write his own story. His systems, his fitness, his fingerprints on every single player that runs out at Suncorp. And make no mistake, he's not defending a title, he's building a Let's not sugarcoat it. The 2025 season started messy. Early losses, combinations all over the place. Fans starting to wonder if the magic from 2023 was gone for good. But deep down, anyone watching closely could see the blueprint forming. Madge wasn't chasing early season perfection, he was chasing sustainability. He wanted this team to peak when it mattered. And by the back of the season, they were flying. Every run had purpose, every tackle had bite. You could tell they were the fittest team in the competition. Not just on the GPS stats, but in the way they'd grind teams into the dirt in the final 20 minutes. That's Madge's signature right there. And the crazy part? They had blokes missing left, right and centre through the origin, suspensions and injuries. But it didn't matter because every single player who came in did their job. Next man up, and every one of them looked ready. That doesn't happen by accident. That's a club built on competition for spots. You're not getting comfy in that jersey. You're earning it. Every week, every session, every rep. Now let's get one thing straight. This premiership, the drought breaker, doesn't happen without Kevin Walters. Kevvie walked into a club that was broken, rock bottom, culturally, spiritually, emotionally. We were nowhere near the Broncos we grew up watching. But Kevvie changed that. He didn't do it with spreadsheets and buzzwords, he did it with belief. He made players love being a Bronco again. He built a culture where hard work, laughter and pride sat side by side. Those 4 years under Kevvie weren't easy. He took the punches, copped the criticism and kept smiling that cheeky grin. But while the critics looked at results, he was building resilience. By the time Madge walked in, he didn't inherit a rabble, he inherited a brotherhood. A team with scars, but also with spirit. And that's why 2025 worked, because Kevvie gave the club its heartbeat back, and Madge gave it its edge. If you swap their timelines around, Kevvie in 2025, Madge before him, you could argue Kevvie might have won that premiership too. But footy's not always a fairy tale script. Kevvie got us to the door, and Madge kicked it open. Now you could see Madge's effect everywhere by September. The standards, the shape, the physicality. This wasn't a side hoping for things to go right. It was a side prepared for when they didn't. Madge has this obsession with details. If one bloke's 10 centimetres out of position, he'll stop the drill and reset the line. And yeah, that intensity can ruffle feathers, but it forges winners. He made fitness a non-negotiable. He made attitude the currency of selection. And he created something every great Broncos side has always had. Depth with intent. It's not just about filling jerseys. It's about knowing the next bloke is just as dangerous, just as driven, just as disciplined. That's the hallmark of a club that's back to being elite. And that's what brings us to now, Season 2 under Madge. This is where it becomes his team. He's had 2 full preseasons to shape the squad. He's got 12 months of data, footage, and lived experience with the players. He knows who fits, who doesn't, and which of the young guns he wants to build around. He's trimmed what he needs to, reinforced what he loved, and now he gets a full year of clear air. No more comparisons, no more overlap, no more Kevvie squad. It's Madge's Broncos now. And that's exciting because we've already seen what he can do in 1 year. Year 2, the systems are bedded in. The language is second nature. The trust between player and coach has matured. That's when teams stop learning how to win and start expecting to. So what does year 2 look like? Expect intensity. Expect fitness levels to go up another notch. Expect some positional surprises because Madge loves adaptability. He wants players who can play multiple roles, who can handle adversity mid-game without panic buttons. Expect the young brigade, blokes like Willison and Piakura, to take the next leap. They've lived a premiership, they've seen what elite looks like, now they've got to lead it. Expect standards, because once you've tasted glory, you don't settle for good, you want greatness. And Madge knows that better than anyone. He's seen how quickly it can slip away if you go soft. So you can bet your house they'll be hungrier, not happier. And while some might think this season starts under pressure, defending a premiership and all of that, I see it differently. For Madge, it's freedom. He's not walking in as the new guy anymore. He's not coaching Kevvie's roster. He's not tweaking someone else's culture. He's driving his own machine. He's earned the right to put his stamp on everything. Training methods, tactical tweaks, the type of people he wants wearing maroon and gold. That's the clean air every coach dreams of. And I reckon that's when we'll see the real Broncos evolution, the Madge Broncos fully realised. It's worth pausing for a second to appreciate where we've come from. From the spoon in 2020 to premiers in 2025. That's not just a turnaround, that's a resurrection. And it's been done the Broncos way. Heart, pride, and hard yakka. Kevvie rebuilt the soul, Madge rebuilt the system. Together, they've handed Brisbane back its swagger. Now Madge has the keys. And with a roster humming, youth coming through, and the lessons of last season still fresh, it's hard not to feel like this could be the start of something special. This premiership was the reward. Multiple is the goal. So as we roll into 2026, one thing's clear. This isn't a rebuild anymore. This is a reign. A club that's reconnected to its past and retooled for its future. Madge has his system, Kevvie has his legacy, and together they've handed us something every Broncos fan's been craving since the glory days. Belief that the best days aren't behind us, they're just beginning again. This season, it's all Madge. But deep down, every time the maroon and gold jersey hits the turf, you'll see a bit of Kevvie in it too, because that's the Broncos way. That's it for this one, legends. Let me know what you think. Can Madge go back to back? Or has the comp caught up to us already? Either way, buckle in, because the Broncos are back, and this time it's all business. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. This is the Old Skool Broncos Podcast. Let's go, Broncos.